Ryan Salazar here with NAB Show Live, and we have Gabriel Benitez, sales manager at Sound Devices as well as Video Devices. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. So let's talk about the PIX-E 7.
Sure, absolutely. So the PIX-E 7 is a 7-inch field recording monitor. It has primarily monitoring functions, but it also has powerful recording tools. So in the monitor side, you have a magnificent screen, a 1920 by 1200 screen with all your monitoring tools. And on the recorder side, we have ProRes and H.264. And unlike other ProRes recorders, we actually do XQ4444 as well. So we have all the flavors of ProRes. We can do H.264 recording, and what makes the recording part really interesting is that it can do ProRes and H.264 at the same time. So you can do your ProRes file on the speed drive, and that can go to post-production, and the H.264 equivalent of it is on an SD card. And the neat thing about the SD card recording is that it's media that's easily shareable, easily accessible, and we burn the LUTs and timecode on that proxy file. Exactly. So it could, the director can take that home and start to get ahead a little bit in his workflow.
So real quick, this is I see some meters here. If you could talk about that, it's like a module that gets added to the device? Or?
Certainly. So this device is called the PIX-LR, and it's an interface that gives you 2 channels of microphone preamps. It also gives you meters and transport control. So the features here, like the meters, are not limited to using microphones. And actually, if you want to zoom in, I'll show you in the menu here that I can quickly convert the audio meters of the PIX-LR to reflect the
oh, very nice.
The audio coming in over HDMI. So if for some reason I wanted to just remove everything on display and just leave the marker, I still have transport control and audio meters. What makes it even more interesting is that the PIX-LR at the back, it also has 2 XLR outputs, and I can take the embedded audio and convert it to line level, to analog line level, via the PIX-LR.
Very nice. It's cool that Sound Devices now has Video Devices, and the marriage of the two, it just makes it such a great thing.
It's still one company, and our video products are just branded Video Devices because not everyone in the video world knows us from sound.
Right.
So that's why we created the second brand. It's like Mustang, right, is a brand of Ford.
So let's talk about firmware updates. Do you have any new ones?
Yeah, the latest firmware adds 3 features that are really, really neat. One is directed towards video assist. So on the screen here, there's a Q plus and a Q minus, and that allows the user to add Q markers while playback or record mode. The other feature is the ability to toggle between SDI inputs and outputs. You may not see it here on the screen because we are currently feeding this monitor with an HDMI feed, but if you were feeding it with an SDI input, next to the Q markers there's an extra button. That button allows you to toggle between SDI 1 and SDI 2. Wow. So on a video card, you can feed it with 2 cameras and toggle between the 2 different angles on one monitor. It won't record both at the same time. It will not, but it allows you to monitor which one you want to work with. And then the third feature is just added playback functionalities like loop playback and playlists. So all these features are directed towards video assist.
All right, again, Gabriel Benitez, sales manager at Sound Devices and Video Devices. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Cool. Sorry about that.